the good things you people are doing for the country, I'm sure that it will be so easy for Lakeside Hills to give you your own homes. Or you don't agree with me? Yeah. It will be very, very simple.
Yeah,
but
sure.
anyway, once again, welcome to Z
Thank you.
Multimedia. It's good to have you. We're going to talk about your passion for cleaning and then the job that you're currently doing. How many of you do this?
143.
You say what?
143 in all. But because of individual work schedules, we are always between 25 and 50 at every given location.
143.
Yeah. We're even more than that, but some people chop suspensions.
Hey! Wait. Suspension.
Yeah.
How?
It's volunteerism, but you must still behave like a rational human being. In the situation where your behavior is not conform, we are not just cleaning, we are changing mindset. And it's very necessary that we behave well wherever we find ourselves. So if you are not behaving well, then you must exit, because it's not all about cleaning.
Wow.
We are ready to change mindset and begin to see Ghana as the heaven we want to go. So if your mindset does not conform with what we want to do, but no matter how strong you think you are in cleaning, that is not it all. So you chop suspension, then you step aside.
Interesting. Who would have thought? Wow, this is impressive. Anyway, let's start from the basics. You are Kojo.
Yes.
Kojo, your full
Safo.
name. Kojo Safo.
Hineba Kojo Safo, yeah.
And you this year, right?
Yeah.
Because Safo for the year, almost tired this year.
I mean, I can't thank us, so sure, I'm sorry, this year.
You get or Safo Biansi a Kantanka. And then how about you, please? Your name?
Yahya Suleiman.
Yahya Suleiman. Oh,
Yes,
I am
yes.
Rashida too.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you are my Afa Papa. Oh, I pay care of. Anyway, so you said you are 143 in number, right? Are you all men?
No. We have nice ladies, teachers, caterers.
You see, yeah, like nice
students.
ladies, they laugh.
Yeah, we know that.
Bad.
Teachers,
Okay.
caterers, professional painters, post NSS midwives, and all of those. All walks
Wow.
of life.
So then why is the name Bastard Boys?
Because just like laptop, it can still be on a table, be on your lap, be on
Oh,
your palm. but it's still
bars.
laptop.
Bars. I like that. Wow. Okay, so now we know that it's not just men, right?
Not all.
Anybody and everybody can join once they have a very positive mind towards cleaning, right?
Yes.
And adhering to rules and regulations, you're good. They can join you. Okay, so whose dream was this, and how did this begin for you guys?
Well, it's what I want to champion, and then how it began. It began with a statement from my grandfather, I should say, Apostle Dr. Engineer Kojo Safo, who is in his birth month. So happy birthday, Grandpa.
Wow.
Growing up as a young boy, all he kept saying, anytime you go to seek for advice or, Grandpa may go, now say life, and they will tell you, say, service to mankind, service to God. So basically, well, if he wants to extend the conversation, he goes deep to tell you that, yes, if God, God after creation of man, he breathed into man and man became what he is now, then we should begin to see men as a part of God or representatives of God right here.
Right.
So if we can give service in honesty to the people, we are basically doing it for God. So this is how I grew up, and I think it's the ultimate, because in the end, no matter how rich or poor, if you fall today, we take a man to raise you up. No matter how many years we pray seeking for some sort of relief in life, we always take a man to give you that relief. Even God will still have to act through men. So therefore, any respect we give to man wholeheartedly is a respect to God. So we are saying that, yes, the development of every nation is also sanitation. So why then do we want to disrespect the earth and then be, dreaming of going to a place better than?
Right.
For now we are here. So how do we create the heaven we are anticipating in our minds? And basically, I should say, when I close my eye to see Ghana, I'm trying to depict the pictures I see in my mind. I see some clean streets, nice people, sweet people where I can walk at 3 p.m. and nobody is envious of me because there's love on the streets.
Wow.
So basically, I'm depicting what I see in my mind.
Wow. So you're the founder of the Bastard Boys.
Yeah, that's right.
And this whole should I say organization or group started because of a word your grandfather kept repeating almost every now and then.
Yes.
It stuck with you, and then you had a vision of seeing a clean Ghana, a positive place where everybody can be free to walk in a neat environment, and want to live here but not travel out. And that's how you started this.
Yes.
That is really, really something. Wow. So. Do you mind me asking your age?
I'm 34. I was born 1990. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Nice. Wow. How long has it been that you had this dream, and then at what point did it become a reality?
Well, I should say I'm a person who loves to read what the past says. I believe that the only way you can be sure of where you are going is when you have enough knowledge about the past.
Right.
So if I know you as in the somebody who doesn't like me in the past, I'm not to be convinced by the fact that you are laughing all today, everything is all. I still have to begin to understand that what you did in the past is something that is within you, and it can still pop up any day. So yes, if you check our history as a people, we are people who are born naturally to volunteer. That is why our history as a people will tell you that there were points in our lives where our ancestors were basically volunteering to build railways. And if you really want to look at Ghana from community perspective, you realize that every community was developed by volunteerism. That is why we could have days in our community where everybody must step out for us to build the toilets. But then fast forward, in the name of modernization and whatever we want to say today, I sit behind TV, radio, and I see a whole chief calling on politicians to build toilets. What happens to our culture? What happens to us? But I feel like as a people, we have deliberately rejected to be ourselves and be like others. And nobody will appreciate photocopy of our original. So we are saying that if indeed we are Africans, and no matter how we behave, our DNA remains same, then we should begin to revisit the past. Let's look at the amazing things that were transforming love to our communities and begin to revive them. Because today, we have people who prefer to be called Kunkumbagia and Abi just because they watch a certain graphics of Indians being themselves. So why are we also not being ourselves to export what we are? Because yes, people love dynamics. It's only when Ghanaians begin to act in a dynamic way that will attract the attention of others to watch. But if you want to still play like Ronaldo, then we have seen the best.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I think today I will be saying a lot of wows because you marvel me with everything that comes out of your mouth. And so, how long have you been in existence for?
1 year. July 5th was exactly a year.
Okay. But before you started, or before you got to the number that you are now, how many people started this journey with you? Was it just you? Did you speak to other people to join? How did you come about forming an alliance with 143 people?
Okay, yes, I believe that ideas are like frequencies, and if you're able to intercept any frequency in a form of idea, if you don't act quick, just as because it's frequency, somebody can also intercept it. So when I first, honestly, within me, my biggest joy is to be able to solve your problem. So when I see that you are struggling with your pen and I'm able to fix the pen for you, I don't care whether you say thank you or not, because I know service to mankind is service to God. You don't have to say thank you before I do what I have to do. So realizing that I'm somebody that loves going to the beach too as well, and then it saddens my heart to get to the beach and see the only place I should say that is full of positive energy and positive vibration, being littered with trash bags everywhere. Because ideally, you're supposed to see the sea and feel peace within you, but it's not same here. So then I also observed for a while to understand that, yes, the only point where we see a lot of trash in the sea is when there's a heavy downpour of rain, which basically washes the trash, the indiscriminate littering we cause in the communities all the way to the sea, causing the sea to always remain very filthy. So I was looking at a way to change the narrative by bringing or raising collective awareness to begin to respect and understand that, yes, without the environment, there is no us. Because everything that is making this life envious, joyful, and competitive is because we have an environment to work, to build the nice houses, to drive the best cars, and to see nice girls, do that thing all over. So why then do we have
the girls factor? Very necessary.
Yeah, of course, it's very necessary.
Okay.
So then we're wanting to solve the problem from the root is what began the Bar Store Boys, in order to tackle the problem from the root by keeping the communities clean. So if the community is clean, it will rain and it will wash clean water to the sea. So the very first ever Bar Store Boys thing that ever happened was myself and my girlfriend then, who is now my wife. And then,
aww, congratulations.
Thank you. So we did what we have to do up until we got to Odoko. that was when...
just the two of you?
Yeah, that was the first ever thing that I ever started.
Wait, where did you start from and you ended at Odoko?
Okay, it was, let me say, on that day, we were basically looking at how we can do it. So it's not like we are doing it all out.
Okay, but you were trekking,
trekking like and then picking some plastics along the line. That's what we were doing. So from Sakama, we went through Dansuma, Blue Lagoon Street, and then there's a turn that gets back to Odoko Junction. So upon arrival at Odoko Junction, that was when I called the first recruits, aside my wife, who is Mr. Safo, who is not here because we are working at Achimota House instead. So he's there. That was when I just explained the whole thing to him that yes, this is what we basically want to do. We know we can't do it all, but we can raise awareness. And if we begin to find a collective interest in sustaining the planet, then it becomes easier. Because yes, 67 years is too much a time to sit back and say, but an assembly is there or the Ministry of Sanitation is there. If at the end of the day we are those who suffers the consequences of filth, then let's begin to champion a cause that basically means we are helping ourselves. And then he agreed. That was when we began to extend the tentacles to attract more boys, because before then I had a couple of friends. We together call ourselves Team Brothers. We all go to the same Kantanka church. So the few who agreed on the onset was 7. Started 7 actively before the expansion, and now we have Sojaman here.
Wow. So now we are moving to Sojaman, right? Mr. Suleiman, is it?
Yes, please.
Okay. How did they get to you? And what was the story they sold to you? Because I'm a military man there. Yours is at the war zone. You know, that's what, when it comes to anybody's mind, like, you're there like that. And now when you're on the streets, you're sounding people who are littering around whilst they are working. What was the story they brought to you that caught your attention and made you want to join?
Oh, they didn't bring any story to me. I started following them on TikTok. Anytime they post their videos, I normally like, share, and also comment on their videos.
Okay.
So me commenting, liking their videos wasn't enough for me, because they were doing a fantastic job in the country. And me being a military personnel, even all military personnel, we don't like that. Because when you are roaming about inside Burma camp, you can never see a sachet rubber or plastic on the ground. Burma camp is very neat because of the neatness and everything the senior men have impacted in us. So me liking their videos, it wasn't enough for me. So I DM the leader on TikTok. So he gave me a response, and I asked him how I can join them, because their work they are doing is very fantastic and is very dear to my heart. So he gave me a location that they will be there at that day. So if I want to join them, I should just come to that location. I'll find all of them over there. So after giving me the location, I also contact my friend sitting at my back, and I tell him that this is what I've been following on TikTok, and it's very dear to my heart. So if his mind is there, he can join me, so that we can join hands together and help promote sanitation or cleanliness in the country. So he didn't deny. He followed me to the location for the first time. We went there, do our best, and the best that we did that day inspired me a lot. So since then, I started managing my work and my time, so that when they have location, I'll also try my possible best. If I'm not on duty, I'll try my possible best that I will be there, and also try and improve the sanitation in the country.
Wow. Yeah. So fine. You're trying to tell me that, how long has it been since you joined?
Oh, let's say almost 6 months now.
Okay. You've never encountered any stubborn person who, while you guys are sweeping, they've tried to litter? Knowing very well that you are working.
Yeah, that one day we've encountered a lot, but being harsh on that person will never change the mindset for that person, because my man was saying that changing the mindset of the people is what we need. So at times, some people need to be talked to, so that they can change their mindset, not being harsh on them. We have the stubborn ones.
You see the way I'm looking at you?
Oh, seriously, we really have the stubborn ones, but we know how to deal with those people without not beating them or taking them into some punishments. No, we have.
So you have never let anybody do jumping frog.
No,
or even knelt down.
We are
or
cleaning.
Touch your toes.
We are cleaning. So immediately we find somebody who wants to prove stubborn. Yeah. If you don't want, them. if you don't like joining us, and you are still discouraging us, we will let you join, because you don't like joining us, and we are doing it, and you are still discouraging us. So you join by force.
I like the word by force, because that's what I'm looking for. You go join. Oh wow! But this is actually it's good to see that you're not alone. You know that you have security personnel. You mentioned that there are midwives, there are teachers, caterers, and all of that who are part of it. So it's like a whole community on its own, right? Okay. So 1 year plus, how has the reception been in this country?
Well, I should say it's been nice, because even prior to the start of it, I personally have been in Ghana all my life, and I know how sometimes react to positive news, because of course you could see just somebody, you know, I say this always, that there's nothing unique about the style you have sex, because animals are doing it.
I was going to say but then I had to pause my because
there's nothing unique about it. And for me, I don't see why when there's a leak we are interested in sharing for it to get like million views. Literally, for me, I don't really see what, because everybody, whether if you are beyond or if you're an adult, you know what exactly is the end product of any style. So there's no need wasting time on such. So with all this information in my mind, I thought, yes, you'll be cleaning, but nobody will mind you, because in the end, it's not about insulting, or it's not about, you know, all the things that we want to channel a lot of energy into. But then we started, and it was just doing good, and maybe I was wrong, but it actually made me to believe that, yes, if indeed we could get people who work a bit differently in terms of how we behave, in terms of how we act in general, or the attitude of a Ghanaian, then of course those little ones will also begin to inspire other people to have an option beyond all the negative news or the other things that a lot of people will channel their energy. You can still have some people thinking otherwise, in the line of understanding that whether you live in UK or your life or whatever it is, one day when you are dead, you'll bring your body right here. If Almighty Kofi Annan was brought back, then who are you? And if on your return and this place is a dumping site, regardless of how many years you spent in the UK, your final respect will be in being buried in a dump site. So if you don't want that to happen, then let's build home before we can, you know, begin to point other places and say that place is nice and that nicer than the other place. Let's begin to change the narrative. Because for me, I really don't see the value, or let me say, the respect in saying that, showing images of where you've been in the UK, US, and all of that, when truly and really your country is the 9th dirtiest country on the planet. That is an insult.
Nice.
Yes, you can check.
Wow.
That is currently who we are as a people. Jeez. So if you are parading yourself there as, you know, the rich Ghanaian, then nobody cares about you as a person. Together we are dirty people, and that's what people are reading. So why do we still have people who are rich, and then collectively they are calling us dirty? You know, the reason why sometimes you have a young boy, a good for nothing, I should put it, somebody who is not too on your beer or brochero, but when the person steps feet here, near fact that he's coming or she's coming from US, it got a lot of people following because that country has created some sort of respect for it, and that respect is automatically spreading to its citizens. So even the idiots in their countries are respected when they step out.
Okay.
So can we begin to also look at a way that we build our country to an extent that even quote unquote the Ghanaian and Nigerian from crowd will enter Togo and will be treated like a king. You can only do so if you also look at a way of telling people that we are not the dirtiest people. We understand that service to mankind is service to God, and cleanliness is next to godliness. Before I end it, I would like to end it by saying that, you know, for the same reason that when you put sugar here, the sugar will be able to attract ants from nowhere. The same reason if you want to attract anything godly in this life, the only way is to stay clean, because no clean spirit or no good spirit is attracted to dirty places. So if as a country indeed we are godly people, if not by word of mouth, but we understand what it means to be godly, then it's all about being clean. That is why these guys are doing well, because their countries are clean and they automatically attract good spirits who will give them inspiration to invent, inspirations to build up. Then we sit back here. We are, I would say we are walking away from the truth, and we are happy and smiling and moving. We are sinking as a nation. We need to change this. But how do we do it? Unless the youth will begin to understand some of these things and then walk the talk. Because it's not always about you. 100 years ago, there was no us. Today, we are here. Which means that in the next 100 years, there won't be us. Yeah. So it's not only about you. It's about how we affect this planet for others to come and enjoy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, great. I think it's right that you are the leader and everything because you do great PR. You speak so well. And so, yeah, you know exactly. You're talking the walk, you're walking the talk. I like that. But you said you're 34. So it means that you grew up in the days of the town council.
Yes.
Right? When we were younger, they came around on Saturdays, I believe, or randomly.
Yeah,
and then you dare not have your environment dirty or littered, or even your dustbin running over or spilling out. Did this in any way inspire, in addition to what your grandfather did, right? Did it inspire this movement? Did you do this thinking that, okay, we are bringing back the days of the old? Because back then, our cities and our homes were very, very clean. Because you knew that if they come and then they find your environment dirty, you'll be fined. And you didn't want that. Was there any form of inspiration from the town council to your movement?
Yes. Yes, and the reason being that I've lived in places where people, in the name of they are going to throw water in the gutters, they put their trash in there and add a lot of water.
Yeah.
Then they carry them and go and throw it away. Who are you? You might see and complain, talk about it. I lived there for 10 good years. And this particular lady who works at a communications ministry, I live in the same house with her. And she never, within the 10 years, she never paid for trash. So such people are the people who occupy quote-unquote educated positions in our country, and look at the mindset. So if there were a town council, then obviously I might even take a video and tell them that this is what she does, come and take charge. But then you cannot do same today where you say you are taking a video and send it to the assembly, or nobody will come. Even when they come, because there's no love beyond the money, they'll be tempted to take some money and leave them. So I believe that if indeed we can get to the point of the tankers, or bring back, like I was saying, some of the beautiful things in our culture, we also begin to reform how we behave. Now, I cite an example for, like, say something like Depot, Bragro, and all of those. If indeed today we have Depot and Bragro actively doing their bits, we will not have hookup in the first place.
How did this conversation get here?
No, but I'm just telling you about the beautiful things in our culture. If today the whole society is crying about young girls engaging in hookup, then remember we had Depot, which was basically checking these kind of things. So you can't see no man until you are 18. This is tradition, and you must conform. When you misbehave, they show you another way, and automatically was curving or shaping us in a certain line of behavior. But then today, 13 years cannot be trusted for virginity because we have forgotten who we are, and then we have allowed everything to go. Modernization, but we are destroying generations. And anytime you see a generation of deviant character, remember there has been irresponsible mothers in the past. Because the result of irresponsible mother is the deviant behavior, whether leadership or lower class or however. Even though yes, people will pick a certain trace of behavior whilst growing up, but if you have a good foundation in terms of how to understand the life, yes, you might pick some things along the way, but it won't change you entirely.
I like that. Can you tell me some of the problems you've had along the road? Because I know that it clearly wouldn't have been a smooth road, right? Share with us some of the obstacles that you've experienced, and also some of the good sides of what you're doing. Are the people appreciative of what you're doing? Yesterday I saw a video where there in Achimota, you had gone to some places because you had gone there to clean, and in less than, you said, a couple of months now, it's back to being nasty again. So I'm sure that should be one of the problems that you face. So share with us the problems, some of the problems, and some of the good bits as well of what you do.
Well, the problem largely is the mindset. Because, like I said, we have become too dependent on everybody or somebody fixing our problems for us. So even when you clean and you tell the person that malaria doesn't care who is in charge and who is not. So we have helped you continue to help yourself by cleaning and maintaining. they still sit back and say and think there is somebody, there's Zoom Lion, there's assembly, there's blah blah. So when they are throwing things anyhow in their minds, they pay tax and therefore they have to later. It's funny how everybody talks about I have the right to leave, but we are quick to forget that right and responsibilities work hand in hand.
Sure.
So as much as you have the right to leave, you must also begin to understand that you have a responsibility of protecting the environment. So largely it's the mindset, and I should say apart from mindset, it's also more of logistics to get a job done. So something that can be done with ease with the right tools and equipment have to take like 8 hours to get it done.
Oh, wow.
So largely is all of, and the positive side is the same Achimota people. Today we went back with Soja and said they should come and help us clean.
And
they are doing amazing.
Wow.
They did amazing. So I believe that yes, everybody must begin to do his bit.
Okay.
But you must always remember that at the end of the day, no politician will ever come and clean your gutters for you. And until you begin to understand this reality, malaria will always have you as a victim.
All right. So you just mentioned that when you went to Achimota today, Soja was there. So now the guys came out to come and assist, right?
Came out.
So do you think that they being on the team has actually been of great benefit to you guys?
Yes,
Would you say that?
example is exactly what I'm saying. If suppose I went there alone to say come and help and blah blah, maybe if they will even listen, it's not with the same speed as seeing
a military man
obey before complain uniform. So you will definitely come.
Oh wow, I like that. So it's a teamwork thing, and then it's working. How do you select the environment or the areas that you go? Do you ballot?
No.
Do they invite you?
Oh no, we are doing this with the big hashtag making unclean places clean for free. So we always behaving like a new guy in Accra who wants to see how beautiful or what is happening where. So you just be throwing your eyes anywhere, anytime you're moving around town, you just be looking around.
Okay.
Once you spot a place that is an eyesore, you just take videos of it, then fix a date for it. Because I believe the only way we were ranked 9th dirtiest country is because 8 out of 10 bus stops in Accra are no longer bus stops but baller stops.
Sure.
Then it's easier for anybody to conclude and say that this is the dirtiest country, because by the law of averages, if 6 out of 10 behave the same way, then you can on an average say that on an average all these people behave that way. So then I think that is largely why. So if we can change how the street is looking, I don't understand why 21st century you have a whole median from airport extension to Malam Junction and you don't see no carpet grasses, you don't see flowers. No, I don't get it.
Nothing.
I don't
And even when they start, in less than a month or two, nobody is mowing the lawns and all of that. So it goes bad again, it goes dry, and then it becomes a bush and everything. Have you had any partnerships in recent times or since you started?
Partnerships there, we've not really counted them, but then
so a
the
lot.
list so far, even off head, will be like either 18 or 20.
Oh, that's good.
We've done a lot of partnerships. Even this right here is a partnership with ALX. And they gave us 100 or 120 after the partnership. These reflected. So
wow.
Our wheelbarrows, for example, and some overalls was also a partnership with My Bird Dot Africa, and they gave us those. So yes, we've had a lot of partnerships.
Okay, so in all of our conversations, even myself and then Ngozi here have said, we had a story we were treating about sanitation and something, and then your name came up because we were discussing. We were like, what you guys are doing is amazing, and that if you were getting the right connects or the right partnerships with the right organizations, I believe that you could have done more. So that leads me to my next question. Have you had any have you had the Ministry of Sanitation or any of the local assemblies reach out and say that, you know what you guys are doing is commendable, we want to join forces so that we do this and make Ghana a better place or a clean city? Has anything of the sort happened?
Yes, it's yet to take force though, but then the East Assembly, I think they are somewhere on the new Pokwase Awoshi Highway, Amomole area. We are in a conversation where they want us to join forces and clean some places within their jurisdiction. So I think so far that is the only assembly who has basically reached out to say he wants us to do something of that sort.
Wow.
Yes.
Wait, you have videos flying everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have people talking about you and saying that you're doing well. The Ministry of Sanitation has not reached out. Nobody has reached out in the name of the Ministry of Sanitation.
Somebody reached out. That is the current Minister of Sanitation, Honorable
Okay.
Serilam Hassan.
Okay.
Yeah, she reached out when she was appointed and was heading to vetting. So we had a conversation where she said she has seen us, she believes in what we do, and yes, when she fully take charge of the ministry, she's going to also contribute so that we can, change or clean the whole Ghana. Like you said, they will clean the Ghana, So then we are still waiting.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's
okay.
It actually was. It's not like I'm coining words into her mouth. It was in the video.
Her word.
When she came to one of the places we were cleaning, and she said that specifically. But understand, she's now the minister, and then we are still waiting.
How long has it been? I don't know why military man is laughing.
I'm sure. It was just this year, this month, this year basically. So I don't know whether
this year is like, if you say this month is August, we are in August. This year.
Yeah, somewhere either March or thereabout when. I don't remember the exact time, but then.
So she came to you guys and she called you with this had this conversation before she went for vetting. Now she has assumed the position and she's working, and there's not been a call back.
No, we've not had any call back yet.
Have you tried to reach out to her office?
Well, because she reached out wanting to, we believe that if it must happen, it must still come from, because it was some sort of urge that, pushed her to call us and say, let's do this, let's do that. So we believe that if indeed it must happen, then it must act, or it might happen freely.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be forced.
Yeah.
And that way you don't get what really you want. So
this is leading me to ask, did you by any chance see her vetting process? Did you watch any of the clips or videos?
Yeah, she invited us on the day of vetting, and we were there at the parliament as well.
Oh, nice. Did your names come up in her?
No, honestly, for me personally, we were 4 at the day on the day, and I didn't get a chance because the securities were saying the inside is choked. So for me, I was in the people, but the two who had a chance to get a bit closer, I don't remember. They said it was a bit in a hurry because she was the last person to end the whole thing. So it was a bit in a hurry.
So it's not like she used your name there or anything. Okay. All right. I just wanted to know. Anyway, so how about waste management companies?
So far, Zoom Lion wrote to them, from the onset, somewhere September last year. We wrote to them knowing that, yes, this is not something that we can do it also. They should give us some sort of support. And we are still waiting.
As well. Do you get discouraged?
No. I know, for example,
these things don't discourage me. Mom, no.
At the end of the day,
wicked.
There is this Indian philosopher who says that he who plants a tree, knowing for sure that he will never enjoy the shade of the tree, has at least begun to understand life. Life is not about us. That is why some people would think our ancestors are, excuse my French, stupid people. But they could have fought and fight very, very well. But they saw the need that the more they fight, the more the people have, advanced weapons which can cause mass destruction. So if they continue fighting, they will not be us. So at least let's give in, let's stop fighting, so that we can have a generation who will come and think differently. Because you have the evidences of slavery and you have the evidences of who we were before slavery. But it's funny when we want to talk about our history, we start from slavery. We were somebody before slavery. That is why you have places like when you go to places like Israel, Egypt, Upper Egypt. Now, what's the name? Egypt. Currently, Egypt. Yeah, these are places that we have been occupants of. Somebody like Pythagoras, for example, came to Egypt to learn from us. So at the end of the day, we simply don't know who we are as a people, and that's why we belittle ourselves.
Right.
But even the first ever university to ever step foot on this planet, it was in Timbuktu, present-day Mali. So nobody brought education, and nobody is best educationist than us. But then, like I'm saying, if you don't know the history of your past, you might think but I tell you,
believe whatever was told to you.
But you still have to find your own truth and begin to understand that we are the engine of this planet, and without us, there won't be any of the people you believe so much, any of the countries you think have been doing so well. They are doing well because of us, because we Africa is the engine of the planet, and we must all begin to dig back and find out who we are. Right. It's funny. If I ask you your mom's dad or your mom's dad and dad, like 3 generations before your mom's, you will not remember
them, yeah.
But then you remember Sir Gwajin So as a people, we don't celebrate our people, and until we begin to understand that, yes, there is economic, there is all the things that makes a nation a nation.
Yeah.
But every nation who don't celebrate those who fight for them, they struggle. So Indians up to today will tell you about what's the name? Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. Even though he was hurting other nations, I learned a statue was once pulled down at the University of Ghana because of, in the past, he didn't do so many things right for us as a people. But there are people who celebrate them. But it's funny how we all sit here, and at a point you get somebody saying, all the things they want to say.
Yeah.
So we should change our mindset.
All right. So we've been doing a lot of talking. We'll take a music break very soon. But what's your favorite song? Like, what song do you guys play music when you are working?
Me, yes.
You do? Like Work and Happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to eat?
Yeah, we eat.
There? At the site when you are cleaning?
But normally we eat after our activities. And then in the event that we are hungry and we have to eat, we have to pause and then eat something else.
Pageman here, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are doing so well. God bless you. So what song would you request if you want to? What are your 3 favorite songs that you would want us to play for you so that we take a break? So that it's not too much of talk, right? So we take just a breather and then we come back.
I listen to lyrics anyway.
Okay.
Because I believe the content of the music
matters.
Must change how I see other things. So I'll go for Black Sheriff. This song says I forgot the title, but maybe as if I sing small, you'll remember.
Okay, sing for us.
It be life carry me come here, but I need to go back. And if you stay here, send me memories, girl. I don't know when life is gonna be. I forgot it.
I know the song. I'm trying to get it myself.
I'm leaving, but I'm not too far from. I don't know when I'm leaving, but it's not too far.
Okay, so we'll remember yours. How about you, Sir Jaman?
Okay, I'll go for Kiddy featuring
Black Sheriff.
Hey,
that one is a dedication for somebody. So Jaman, tell me, who are you requesting that song for?
No.
You say? Is it for your wife?
Yeah, I think Toxic Love City.
Yes.
Toxic Love City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Black Coast Toxic Love City. Yeah. Yours is Lomo Lomo. Yeah. Lomo Lomo is a love song, you know, right? Yeah. Who is it for?
She know herself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so DJ Mix is going to put that together. But you said you don't get discouraged.
No.
Everything that's happening, the promises and the fails and everything. Oh, yes, we saw Shetawale and his team had come to you one time when you were working, and then they presented some gifts to you and all of that. When you get these things, right, is that the only offer you've had from some of the, in quotes, our celebrities?
Or do you have President Mama, but he's there. He's different kind of celebrity.
Okay.
So yes, with our celebrities there, so far Shatta is the only person who has given us another form of mileage and support here.
So aside the financial sponsorships or the financial gifts and everything, what are some of the things that you genuinely require to make sure that this quest that you are on is actually fruitful? Tell us some of the things that you require.
Yes, you see, this is the age of AI. Technology is making everything easier. No robots necessarily, but instead of us going into drains where we are digging with our waist down, there are something like street sweeper. We do the magic of clearing all the sand you see on our streets. Something like pressure washer will enable us to wash the street or wash the sand off the street. And even the pavement, when you see pavement is made fresh, it has some nice brown ash kind of color.
Yeah.
But because we are not, washing ours, it turns brown and sometimes it gets dirty. So when you walk on the street of, Rwanda, you see that all these places are smelling good. So we can also with those kind
You're
of.
You're not citing an example with Nigeria. Ngozi is upset.
Our sisters. Nigerians are our sisters too.
We and them who bad.
So Nigeria is big. I believe that Ghana will go into Nigeria like 10 times. So if they are bad, it's no news. But if small one we are bad, it's news. Because our own is easily to be faced.
Okay. I like that. But okay, so the street sweeper.
So
what else?
Pressure washer, mini excavators, garbage truck, planters. Some flowers. If you have,
you are looking at like making Ghana, the streets of Accra and Ghana in general, very, very beautiful and inviting.
This is the picture I'm seeing in my head. If I close my eye, I don't see Ghana what you see. I see some nice place. Because we are people of love. That is why, let's say, for example, in the past, I could travel after 1 mile, meet some people somewhere. I don't know them from Adam, but I just tell them I'm a traveler from there, and they say take this space and enjoy. That is who we are. And then sometimes if you are too much lovely and you don't add a bit of wickedness, people take it for granted.
Sure.
And that is why we are here today as Africans. We love so much that we didn't thought about the fact that some of the people we are loving too much might end up and hurting us. Before slavery didn't just start one day, the white people came and said, let's conquer. They first came like traders. We lived with them for hundreds of years. So they knew us and they know how we are and how to bring us down. So after 100 years living and smiling with us, they now went back and planned. That is why it still saddens my heart to see some of us not learning from the past. Just because Oye Brony, once he enters the community, they begin to point all the secrets in the community to today. So we are not learning from the past. And it's because we don't even talk about the past. But then until we begin to tell the case, the truth about what really happened and how we went down, we always try to rise. But because we don't know the true people or how to even handle some of the secrets we have that is making us us, we always be the guy being the down there. So I think we really need to change.
All right, so before we go take the music break, let me just ask this. What would you say has been a community or a space that you enjoyed working at? And what made it like memorable or very fun?
Enjoy.
Have you guys been to Odona?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. But Odona, it's another big thing. Like I'm saying, you see, we don't this was I'll talk plenty because so many things they worry me.
No, say what worries you.
Because it's like even in education, we don't really tell. For example, we are learning about River Ankobra, River Pra. We are not even being told that the pipe in your house is River Ankobra. Your shower that is flowing is river what. That is why we are destroying the rivers. We think we are separate from them. But without the river, there is no pipe for you. That is why now Ghana water is struggling. So instead of telling people that what you are calling now was once a sweet river that was serving communities, and who turn it into a dumping site? It's us.
Yes.
So do we begin to understand that you are not separate from the environment, sister, brother? Stop thinking when you dress neat, it is done. If the tree doesn't give you oxygen, you are a dead man.
Wow.
So we should begin to understand that when they say the planet, it is you. Because without the planet, you don't have clothes. There is no fruit, there is no apple, because yes, you must give the oxygen to the plant to manufacture the apple for you. So who are you? Are you separate from the planet? No. So destroying the planet simply means you are destroying yourself. And we have destroyed now it's a dumping site. All the wonderful rivers that you could have easily turned into pipe for us to enjoy. You have destroyed all of them. Because the guy doing Galamsey think ensure na me send in today. Because you are not going to pipe. Pipe when ensure na no fuels pipe. So we must begin to, we don't love honesty. That's a problem. Because even once you are trying to tell your brother that it's not about who is your tribe or who is not your tribe, this thing is wrong. But then because he's an Ashanti and the guy causing the problem is coming from Ashanti, you should allow it. No nation is built like this. That is why American charge will call police to come and arrest the mom. Because in the end, if my mom wants to beat me to death, it's not only about my mom. I also have the right to live. So an American judge could look at his uncle or his auntie or anybody's face and put him to jail because what he did was wrong. But here in the case, if the moment the judge is from your family, let's go and talk to him back door.
All right, DJ Mix, are you ready to give us a music break? All right, so we'll take a listen to their favorite songs. The others, please, we'll be closing with yours, so you give us yours. All right, so let's take a music break. We'll be back.
You already know I go by the name Lyrical Ju.
In the heart of Accra, nestled in the vibrant neighborhood of East Legon and New Beacon, a 360 multimedia firm has emerged. Introducing Z Multimedia. With a steadfast focus on lifestyle, leisure and business, we set out to bring high-value oriented programs that captivate the taste and desires of our audience. From the captivating airwaves of Z 101.9 FM to the dynamic visuals of Z TV and the innovative realms of Z Digital and the incubation of advanced technological knowledge at Z-Tech, every facet of modern media is meticulously curated to engage and inspire. Also, let's not forget the New Finder newspaper, now under the Z Multimedia umbrella, delivering insightful journalism with a business focus. Join us on the journey where innovation meets inspiration, where lifestyle meets leisure, and where business thrives. Change is here. Z Multimedia, your lifestyle, leisure and business platform. In the heart of Accra, nestled in the vibrant neighborhood of East Legon and New Beacon, a 360 multimedia firm has emerged. Introducing Z Multimedia. With a steadfast focus on lifestyle, leisure and business, we set out to bring high-value oriented programs that captivate the taste and desires of our audience. From the captivating airwaves of Z 101.9 FM to the dynamic visuals of Z TV and the innovative realms of Z Digital and the incubation of advanced technological knowledge at Z-Tech, every facet of modern media is meticulously curated to engage and inspire. Also, let's not forget the New Finder newspaper, now under the Z Multimedia umbrella, delivering insightful journalism with a business focus. Join us on the journey where innovation meets inspiration, where lifestyle meets leisure, and where business thrives. Change is here. Z Multimedia, your lifestyle, leisure and business platform. In the heart of Accra, nestled in the vibrant neighborhood of East Legon and New Beacon, a 360 multimedia firm has emerged. Introducing Z Multimedia. With a steadfast focus on lifestyle, leisure and business, we set out to bring high-value oriented programs that captivate the taste and desires of our audience. From the captivating airwaves of Z 101.9 FM to the dynamic visuals of Z TV and the innovative realms of Z Digital and the incubation of advanced technological knowledge at Z-Tech, every facet of modern media is meticulously curated to engage and inspire. Also, let's not forget the New Finder newspaper, now under the Z Multimedia umbrella, delivering insightful journalism with a business focus. Join us on the journey where innovation meets inspiration, where lifestyle meets leisure, and where business thrives. Change is here. Z Multimedia, your lifestyle, leisure and business platform. In the heart of Accra.
All right. Okay. So we tried. Oh, we are coming to play yours. Yours is coming up. We tried doing the Lomo dance challenge in the studio. I'm sure if Black Hole and Kiddy sees it, they will disassociate themselves from us. Speed. I'm for back to say. Anyway, so okay, so now we know what you need, right? So if anybody out there wants to assist or partner or even support you for the good things you're doing, they know what you need to get, and then they can get it for you. Should the government invite you and say that, you know what, we've seen what you guys are doing, right? And we want you guys to take charge of sanitation in Ghana. Are you open to it?
Why not? It is possible. And at the end of the day, we the youth will show them that indeed we love this country, just that they are not giving us opportunities to show what we've got. Because I apply for a job, they are telling me to bring 5 years experience. From where? How do I get 5 years experience? And I'm just stepping out.
If I don't get an opportunity.
You see, when I'm just stepping out of Legon, you're asking for 5 years experience. So if indeed they should understand, you see, sometimes I feel elderly people doesn't want to accept truth because they think they are mature. That is one thing in our culture. Only open but then clearly Penny himself also because if you look at the history of how where we are today, all the contributions, the marvelous ones were ones that was done by younger people. So look at the two boys who brought the airplane. They were young people. If they were not given the opportunity to be themselves, well, how would they generate or manufacture plane?
Right.
But here we are that growing up, we're using a lot of milk tins to manufacture small vehicles. And your mother could beat the hell out of you because why are you doing that? Go and pick the book and learn.
Yeah.
I don't know for book. But we are just building what is within us.
True.
And these mobile phones and things you see, it's so somebody saw in his mind as possible and he began to implement them. So we should begin to allow the youth to be what we really want to do. If we get to that point, we'll have people who are nurses, not because they will be paid, but they understand that they love what they do. So if the patient is not even trying to take the medicine, they go to the extent of saying all the sweet words to make you take your medicine.
True. But
today, because I want to go to nursing school because of Alawa, then eventually we get people who say, because they are not being who they really want to be. If indeed they were allowed to be the artist, the carpenter, whatever passion they wanted to channel in the beginning, if they were allowed, I'm sure they would have been great people. DJ Switch, for example. I'm sure her colleagues were still in the classroom struggling with definition of science. But she is DJing all over the world because she pursued what she's really interested at heart. And I think if you are a person and really want to be somebody, be yourself, because you can never be like a photocopy of anybody.
That's very true. I agree 100%. DJ Mix, we ready to go? Okay. All right. So, Alaji, hey, please, are you an Alaji?
Not yet.
Okay, so Shaibu. Suleiman. Hey,
yes,
you ready? Okay, I beg your pardon, Suleiman.
Yes.
So, how do you feel when you come out, and then you realize that, okay, this, especially with the incident with Achimota, for instance, I'm saying Achimota because that's where I live. Okay. And so knowing that it has happened, I'm not proud of the place. Okay. But how do you feel as a military personnel when you come out and then you all soil your hands, right? So you stain your hands, you soil your hands, and then you come back in like a month or two and you realize that the place that you put in so much energy and sweat, they've come back to do even worse than what it was before you came to clean it up. How does that make you feel?
At times, I do normally feel bad seeing going through all this stress, cleaning a place, and later on finding the place dirty again. It's really discouraged. It's really discouraged. But changing the mindset of the people is what we need. So we have to try our possible best so that mindset can be changed to the better one, so that the cleanliness will spread in Ghana. That's all.
If I see you standing with them, I expect that you do the obey before complain.
No.
Hey, because
changing the mindset of people doesn't mean we should be beating or fighting. No, at times I do normally wear uniform to location where I'm not even staying over there.
Okay.
Just to send a message or a question to the people that me staying here, dating the place, a military personnel from another place coming here to clean the place for me. So me staying or being here, what should I do as a human being who I'm staying here and I'm dating the place? it's not really good.
Right.
Yeah, so I just wear uniform to location just to send a message to people them. That, oh no, even cleaning or making unclean places clean doesn't mean that I don't know how to put it. I don't know. Maybe
yeah, like
okay. Say ebia mina miti hanom no me ye ho fin na obi free baby ababa be say amami. Enti me amiti honom no say na me hu me ho.
Yeah.
So say na me hu me ho. Yes.
Matthias.
So just to send a message to them to change the mindset of them. That's all what we need.
All right. So we are just going to now play Kojo's song, and then when we come back, we'll play the other gentleman's song for them, and then we wrap up. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Would you want to sing along?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the lyrics of the song.
All right. So let's do it then. Let's do it.
Z 101.9 FM.
But my lyrics though, I see it be life carry me come here, but I need to go back. And if you stay here for long, let's make these memories, girl. I don't know.
That's in the Dunbury. Oh God, that wasn't Toxic Love City. I doubt. That wasn't Toxic Love City.
Let's make this more memory. I don't know when man is going to leave you again. Or something.
I know that song. I'm coming. I'll get it for you. Please come close to the microphones. We are leaving in 2 minutes, and so you tell us your name and the song that you would like for us to play for you. So please speak into the microphone. Say again.
I'm Romel Kwashigan. Requesting
Romel.
Down by Baku Sheriff.
Black Sheriff.
Yeah.
What song?
Simmer Down.
Okay, Simmer Down. Yeah. Okay. How about you, please? That's the second military man, by the way. So now I have 2 military men in the house. Don't play with me.
I'm Samuel Kwesientri.
Okay.
Techno Diana.
Techno Diana. You're not Ghanaian, eh? Yeah, Ghanaian. Anyway, so we have Simmer Down coming up, and then we have Diana also coming down, ready to go. In 2 minutes, what message would you put out there to the people? And also, are you open to taking more, accepting more members to your group, especially now that some people are still on suspension?
In 2 minutes, I would like to say that remember and say thank you to the man who wrote Arise Ghana Youth for your country. Because everything that you need to know for your future is in that message.
Wow.
And if you don't understand and if you don't rise in fixing some of the things and you want to be pointing fingers, I tell you, you are walking like a dead man, because you get to the point where your crops are no longer yielding nothing because there's too much plastics in the earth. And at that point, you wish you helped, but then you sat down and pointing fingers. So arise, Ghana Youth, for your country. If you don't, may God bless us.
Wow. Wow. That's it.
Yes.
All right. You want to say something?
Yeah.
Please speak to the microphone.
Okay. I'll be happy if this song will be played on my woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would like that rather. Eh.
Yeah.
That's a song.
Yeah.
Because the mini baby akọ that's how one a boy no.
Yeni baby ako obade ya yedanarania.
Wosom ninipa. Omo ya bereye
sebeye ya ni free yenara. Because indeed, if yanti asesa na say even say BBC near transport ye nyina could do America, yanti asesa o man be ya yanti no. You better say America. Now if you apply visas, see back Ghana. And in all that we do, we should understand that when the mindset is lovely for this country, it will take us less than a year to change everything. Because then people will begin to understand that I have so much money, it is doing nothing in the bank. So let me buy 100 street lights and also build my community for my people. And then there we go. I remember being told by one mayor, Kumasi mayor specifically, that in Texas, the biggest bridge ever or in that side of US was built by an individual, simply because he was being carried to the hospital and there was a chunk of traffic. So when they finally made it to the hospital, he said, you ease that traffic for those who don't have what it takes to maneuver through the traffic to also stay alive. And he built the biggest interchange in that part of the country. We can also have patriotic Ghanaians with so much of money doing same, because yes, when I'm satisfied and okay, nobody thinks it evil. So if you think the youth are being deviant and all of those, let's begin to put them in the question and look at a way that will make them feel good. Because anger, they bring I red.
That's true. Anger, they bring I red. I like that. Mr. Suleiman, would you want to add anything?
Oh, what I will add right now is just giving thanks to our leader over here for bringing such a very good idea, for creating this, I will say an empire, in creating this empire, just promoting cleanliness and good sanitation in the country. May God really bless him and grant him everything he do, everything that he
desires.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have sweet words.
So I just want to thank him very much.
Yeah, you really have sweet words
because
for your
right now
leader.
he's really my mentor right now.
Wow.
I won't hide it because I'm learning a lot from him.
That's great.
I'm learning a lot.
That's great.
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Don't worry. Most of us will be signing up shortly. We'll be signing up to join you because we see what you're doing and we are grateful. We appreciate it. I think the song you're looking for is Don't Forget Me. Yes, Blackwood, Don't Forget Me. I told you I'll find it for you. I have found it. So we will play it for you. And so we are going to play Diana and Simmer Down, and then Jonathan is going to bring us sports update. I'll also play your song for you. Okay. Don't worry. Yes. And then we'll play on mine as well. As a matter of fact, we'll be wrapping up the show with that today, just to send the message across and to remind us yet again that the Ghana we want to see, the better Ghana, like I always say, it starts from us. We need to start so that it becomes as beautiful as what we see in the news and outside the country. The places we want to visit, we can equally make it the same thing here. So we need to put our hands together and do it. Now we even have strong, able men. Kojo said they are going down and bending their ways. Kojo is freshly married, but see, he's bending his ways, digging gutters and everything, you know. So you should spare his wife and spare him. You get, but it's okay. It's a So please, let's do the needful. And I believe that as a people, we are going to do great. Thank you so much for coming, gentlemen, for sharing your time with us, and for everything that you're doing for the country. We appreciate you, we celebrate you, and we wish you the best. Like I said, most of us are joining you very soon. Yes, so, and now that is your home. So whenever you want to come through, just feel free, come through. If you want to put out any information, let us know. We are here to assist. Okay. Thank you once again for coming. Now, which one are you playing first? Simmer Down from Black Sheriff, going now to all Black fans, and then we'll do Diana